Welcome to TLTV, Joy and Pleasure Celebrated in Wine. This week is pretty much Domaine Martignon, as we have so many different wines we have tasted. It was a very spontaneous thing. Sebastian is back again to really explain us about something very special. I won't talk too much about this, I'll leave this to Sebastian to really explain why this is special, why this is one of the appellations of the Alsace region, and it's a Pinot Gris. It's 2008, so it has a few years on the buckle, and as well be interested now about the harvest, how that works. So Sebastian.
So here now we're going to taste another appellation in Alsace with the late harvest. So in Alsace we make this kind of dessert wine with some Bortotais grape. So like in Sauternes or in Tokaj in Hungary. So we wait and we hope to have a little, it's not exactly a mushroom, but a little mushroom called Botrytis cinerea who concentrate the grape.
The sugars
who dry the grape for after when we cut this kind of grape, we press on the sugar and acidity. So my last nice harvest for this kind of grape come from 2008, and I propose to you to taste today a Pinot Gris. So we can use in Alsace for this appellation only the Pinot Gris, Gewürztraminer and Riesling and the Muscat for made late harvest dessert wine.
And do you have like a harvest of this particular wine with the noble rot, the noble fungi every year?
No. We hope every year, but we need to have a little rain on the morning and after a very hot and nice day.
Okay.
Like this.
So there are many factors that play a role in really defining, and this is as well why this is special. This is why these wines usually are. How much does this one cost, Sebastian?
25 euro.
And there you see as well the price, and this is not the sometimes we say how people make the prices for wine. It's a lot more work. They have to select the grapes almost one by one to select which one have the fungi, which one are not too much rotten. They only can select the best grapes. As Sebastian said, it does not happen every year. So 2008 was one of the better years where there was more noble rot, where they could actually harvest this and have enough infected grapes to actually make the wine. How many bottles did you make that year?
So 1,000 bottles.
Okay, 1,000 bottles. Considering they make 40,000 bottles here at Domaine Martignon, it is not a lot of bottles, and it's a lot of work because it's a late harvest, and the longer the grapes are on the vine, the more risk the winemaker has to lose the grapes to birds, because the birds, they look like the sweet grapes as well, and many other animals as well. So that is the reason why these wines have a different price point. So I'm curious, Sebastian, let's get started. And you can already see the way it pours from the bottle. This is a dessert wine. That might be something for Bet and Das, you know, they show in Germany, you bet, guessing the types of wine by the way it pours out of the bottle. That's possible.
So here we have 30 degrees of alcohol and 65 grams of sugar less.
Ooh, okay. Just from the nose, it's the bottle has been open for just a little bit, but you can already see from the color and the texture of the wine, you can already see that it's nice and syrupy. It's kind of like, it's like dancing very slightly in the glass. You taste the wonderful fresh, but I always think of autumn. This is like typical autumn wine that has, you smell it, you smell brown leaves.
So you have to wait a few minutes for open the wine, but it's with this noble rot, you have more honey tasting, more concentrate fruit. The nose is like, I almost call it like very old citrus or white plums, not the red ones, but white plums. This is really good. This is so much ready to drink. You could keep it probably for another 5 years with no problem, as you have the, and perhaps more,
or perhaps even more. But it has like this for a dessert wine. It is light, it is fresh, And that is kind of the style that Sebastian, you see a signature through all the wines.
Yeah.
It's even with the dessert wines, they have a, let's say, they're very fresh. And that is the interesting thing where you can see I'm melting here, it's so warm. But you taste the I call it white plums, really like the very fresh raisins, because raisins can sometimes be a little bit stuffy and too sweet. This doesn't have that. And as well the acidity and the whole palate, it's a very smooth end-to-end ride. And that is where this wine, from my perspective, it's very much up my alley. And therefore it's 88 points in that perspective. Why? Because it is very gentle. It's like this huge bodybuilder of a wine, I'd say, because it's very present, but it's very gentle at the same time. It's very friendly, very sophisticated, absolutely wonderful. So I'd say that is for this mini episode. This was like a mini episode of Traubenliebe TV, or TLTV. And I'd say we close this off with the first reviewed dessert wine. So Sebastian, thank you very much.
With pleasure.
And another wonderful wine. You are definitely
Thanks.
very talented. This is very, very good. And I hope you wish, basically we taste some more wines. We have one more left before I forget. We have the Crémant. Sometimes champagne is always the sparkling wine in France. And if you think that, you're wrong. Because Crémant is very often better, equal or different. And definitely worth trying out. So let's go for the last one, the Crémant. And I'm looking forward to see you there. So very quick, find nice people, good wines, wonderful food, have wonderful conversations, and perhaps see you again soon. Ciao, ciao. Ciao, Sebastian.
Ciao.
Merci.